up? We're here in York, Pennsylvania, to check out a place that we heard a lot about, so we decided to take you along with us. It looks like a pretty cool place. It's called American Daydream Antiques and Miscellanea. So we're gonna go check it out, see what kind of cool stuff we can find inside. Let's go. Right off the bat, it's a good sign when you see a stormtrooper, and it's also a good sign when you see a big boy over there greeting people on the side of the road. So that is a good sign to start with. So let's check it out. Men working. Now there should be a ready kilowatt version of that, actually, that men working sign. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Hell on Devil's Island.
Yeah, it's cool anytime you can see some old school insert posters.
Yeah, you don't normally see insert posters, you know.
It's always one sheet.
That Peter Pan.
Yes.
I love that box. I should go back there and get that box.
I know.
It's like, it sucks I can't collect everything that I think is cool. I would have a
We'd need a
house.
warehouse.
I know. You gotta stick to the classic monsters, but man, I love old food packaging.
Oh.
Old mascots, and I mean,
yeah.
You can normally tell the stuff that we think is cool because that's what gets zoomed in on.
Yeah, old advertising's great. I remember you kept telling me about this. You're like,
yeah.
Do they still make it like that? I'm like, I don't know the last time you went in a grocery store, but I don't think they do.
Yeah, my mom had that when I was a kid. Like, would always buy
cute
those.
Too.
I remember those.
Yes.
I know, it's nothing like some like cinnamon sugar on toast.
I know, it's good on everything, really.
So good.
Bananas.
Scott Baio.
Chachi.
Wisecracking Alf.
I love Alf. There's a lot of cool stuff in this store.
Yeah, the store had a lot to offer.
So much to look at.
A lot of really like well curated booths in here.
Yeah. A lot of like more kind of modern stuff in a lot of cases, but it's really well put together.
That bit of honey box was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
And that little records, nook over here with some cool stuff in it.
Yep.
Gotta love the Halloween records.
Yeah, the haunted house. I think everyone had that record. That's why there's so many of them around. Because like, I swear everyone owned that record. That was like essential. Murder Castle.
That's cool when they have the old broadcasts.
Yeah, I've never heard that. Of course, the bottles, but I think they're
like
cool.
A staple. Yeah, it's a little time machine.
I know.
Like, I wouldn't collect them probably, but they're cool. And then the old lavatory door.
I know, right? It's been a long time
like,
since I've seen a lavatory.
I know, right back in time. There's a lot of cool stuff in here, though, and the old, the old little character glasses that we grew up with. And...
I know, I think that's an antique store staple, the character glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in an antique store that didn't have a whole selection of character glasses.
Oh, yeah, there was so much of that stuff for years. Like, if any time you went to pretty much any fast food place, you could buy the, like, little collector's glasses. And...
Yeah. It's all Transformers and Mask toys.
Ghostbusters, and He-Man, Ninja Turtles.
The cereal box was neat. You don't normally see the Ninja Turtle cereal. That cereal was terrible, by the way.
I don't remember it.
Terrible
I love
cereal.
Ninja Turtles, so I'm sure I had it, but I don't remember it at all.
That was one of the worst cereals.
And maybe that's why I don't remember
We
it.
should do a top 10 worst cereals episode. That would be on it. Nerds would be on it.
I don't remember the Nerds.
Horrible.
I don't think I had the Nerds.
Yummy Mummy wasn't good either. Yummy Mummy was not a good cereal.
Like, I only had it when it came back out, and it wasn't good.
Well, it was different when it came back out than it was back in the day. But you wouldn't know nothing about that.
I wouldn't.
Dark
That's
Shadows.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a cool VHS store display.
Yeah. And then Mad Balls. And this was there was a lot to look at in this little corner over here. There's so many. Like, I'm not big on comics, but there's a lot of cool ones. And, of course, monster magazines are always fun to look through. Because they're good to read. They're good to have. But we're always looking for, like, scary monsters and obviously famous monsters, key issues. But a lot of neat other stuff in here as well.
Well, every issue of Famous Monsters is a key issue.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm talking about like the older ones,
they're
like
essential.
because it went on and on for
They're
years.
essential.
They are
A lot of this
essential.
stuff I'd never seen, like Slaughterhouse Magazine. I'd never seen that before.
No.
I didn't even, you know, yeah, the Starlog, and that was cool.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that before either. Hammer Horror Magazine.
Yeah, I didn't know that existed. Which, I mean, you figure it had to, but a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, Shock Press. Those are neat.
Yeah, these are really
Cracked,
cool.
The monsters, yeah.
I like this
Those
one
are
in
great.
particular. Anything with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, that's a U piece.
Yeah, I love Beavis and Butthead.
Knockoff Star Wars robot that looks like a stormtrooper. Happy Meal boxes. Yeah, you could spend a lot of time in the store. There was definitely a lot of like variety.
So much to look at.
Every booth was
Faces
like
of
really
death.
well curated too. Like you could tell like the people that run these booths in there, you know.
They love it.
That's ridiculous. Frankenstein is a superhero. Like who thought that? That's a ridiculous.
Like, let's give him something else to do.
Let's turn Frankenstein into a
Like, why
superhero.
not?
It's like I don't think he's smart enough to be a superhero.
No.
He's kind of, you know, he's Frankenstein. It's cool, the Aurora Wolfman.
Yeah, definitely. Always good to see any classic monster kits in there. And of course, you got the graded comics, which is a really big thing now, because I guess...
Well, that's different. You don't normally see that stuff in antique stores. This
No.
is what was different about here, was that this is more of a...
modern collector.
I think it's it's like a collector's shop, because it's not just antiques. There is antiques, but there's, you know, stuff from all different eras and, you know, different things. Batwoman. Did you know that was Batwoman?
No. Dork.
A little bit.
Such a nerd. Jeez.
I know.
But this is cool. Like, this is where, like, I mean, nothing in this booth really, you know, jumped out at me, but it was set up so cool that, like, it's just...
Oh, yeah, huh? It's actually a really cool idea. That's actually a really, really cool idea.
Yeah. I'll do that someday. Look at these.
Those coconut monkeys.
Oh, they're funny.
Oh yeah, Mothman.
It's a Mothman bath bomb. That's so cute. It smells really good. Smell it.
Smell it.
Right?
It smells like Fruity Pebbles.
Yes. It smells so, and look, there's Creature. Mars Attacks Aliens. Creature smells like.
This is
Smells nice and clean.
one of the worst Kiss albums ever. On the shade.
Smells very good right here.
This is actually a great record. The Horrible Sounds of Halloween. Yeah, it does smell good there.
Yeah, it's like a little bakery smell right in that one spot.
Little black magic book. Yikes.
That's cute.
Woodsy. What, Woodsy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is cool. There's a super mag.
A lot of cool stuff in here.
Yeah. Pumpkin. Dokken. Yes. It's kind of weird for Dokken to be there next to Little Drummer Boy and Partridge Family Records. Oh, my mother says David Cassidy is the superior Cassidy, but she's wrong. Sean Cassidy is the superior Cassidy. I guess I'll poll the audience. What do you think? Is it David? No. Or is it Sean? Which one would you think is the superior Cassidy? It's not him. Tom Jones. Yes, good lettering. Ray Charles. Maybe what am I saying? Cool. pumpkin. Lots of neat stuff.
This is cool.
Look at the circus world. That is cool, huh? Look at that. Donkey Kong Penny Bank. What a neat piece.
DuckTales.
I'll have to send a picture of that to my brother. He would think that was pretty cool. The Radical Graveyard. I like how all the booths here have like their own name.
Yeah.
You know, I think
like,
they're like their own little mini shop. That's pretty cool.
Like I think it'd be cooler if like more antique shops did that. It's like this is like its own personality.
Yeah, you can tell like it's a cool eclectic mix of people. This person's got a lot of cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, shark bites.
Yes.
Those were good. Remember those? Look at that one, the rainbow.
That one was always the
Yeah,
best.
that
Whichever
one
one
was
was
good.
the solid pastel color was always the best one.
That one's got stripes.
Yeah. But there was like wasn't there a blue one in the shark bites?
There's a
too?
white one. The
A
white one was
that's what it is.
phenomenal.
Yes, it was. Like
Yeah.
I could just taste it just thinking about it.
Circus fun. Both of those were pretty good cereals. 2XL.
Isn't that
My parents had 2XL.
is that the one that you put the tape in and got your brother in trouble?
No, that was Casey.
Oh.
But my parents had 2XL. And there was a great Monster 8-track that was all Monster stuff.
Oh yeah.
And my parents
For
had
that?
that. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's one of the first things I ever had like that was Monster related that I used to listen to was the Monster tape that goes to that 2XL. I'd love to hear that again.
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody ever like ripped the 8 tracks and then put them up online.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool to hear them again. What?
Wolfman magnetic disguise set.
Ah, nice.
That's cool.
Would you give him a beard so like you wouldn't know that it was him?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're not the one that's been killing everyone.
You
in
can't be the
town.
Wolfman. You have a beard. That
Man
is.
doesn't have a beard.
You gotta see the picture on the back of this thing. That's gold.
Crazy.
Look at the picture on the back of this. I like his little.
Just because
That
of
is
that.
too
That's
funny.
hilarious.
What a funny thing.
That is the funniest Wolfman thing I've ever seen. I love it.
Somebody's a Monster fan in here. Got the pumpkin cutter.
A lot of people have monster and Halloween stuff in here, which
Yeah.
is cool.
It's nice to see. No way. That's insane.
I guess it would be the one at the house. Or the old house.
Alright, let's see if you guys out there know who this is. Because I know who this is.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
That's me.
Witch mask. Wow. Okay. Taking that. Now this is actually a witch right here. That mask,
Now that's a witch.
that's not a witch. But this right here, that is an actual witch. Great costume too, if you ever open
Yeah.
that up. Insane in blacklight. I have that one and that costume just looks nuts. I love those things.
They're so cute. I'm gonna get them one day.
I know, one day I'm
When I have my dream kitchen, I'm
Get all
gonna
of
definitely
those.
get those.
Those are great.
And then some classic Halloween stuff. Always good to see.
This thing, dude, I remember this when I was a kid. That is too funny. You know, you get that
Were
thing.
you
and-
any good at it?
No, you'd get on that and jump on it like 3 times and like damn near kill yourself and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do
Bust
that
your
again.
shins up.
Yeah. What a cool to see that though. It's a great movie. Classic movie. It's cool. All the different mugs and glasses and
Yeah, now we're upstairs,
stuff.
and there's a lot more stuff upstairs. It's set up so cute, and there's a lot of really cool booths up here as well. And of course, you got some creepy clowns and like some 60s stuff, some trolls, Jolly Green Giant, Alf. You always see Alf in the the
Yeah, they
antique
sold
shops.
1,000,000 Alf dolls. There's so many Alf
Oh, it's
dolls.
Alf. He was awesome. And we've got
Do you know what Alf stands for?
Alien Life Form.
Very good.
Alf was my favorite when I was a kid. So.
Very good.
From Melmac.
What was the cat's name?
The cat's name? Actually, you got me there. It's been a while.
Lucky.
This is a really cool booth with lots of... Oh, there's your dad.
There's my dad as a bottle. Baby bottle dad. There he is.
I love it. There's some
Great
really
stuff.
cool glasses. And these are so cute. I love these little, like, salt and pepper shakers that are like the little vampires. Those are adorable.
Yeah, this was set up great.
Yeah.
Of course, the creature, the Halloween stuff. This is
Yes.
this booth is so much like a 50s throwback.
Yes.
You know,
Like monsters, and then like some cool retro stuff as well. You got some, obviously, Vampira.
Pins and soaps and neat pens and little Frankenstein guys.
Some Betty Page, of course.
Pin up girls and
pumpkin buckets. Little skull buckets, the good old McDonald's pails.
The McDonald's staples, those are essential to any
Halloween
collection.
If you can't, like, invoke that, like, memory of smell in your head when you see them.
Right.
Like, you know what it smelled like with fries in that bucket.
For real.
And these are such cool little trinkets, you know, just neat little stuff for your kitchen.
Novelties. Great stuff.
Some really great novelties in this booth. And cute blow molds. You can't go wrong with cute blow molds. That's a great Frankenstein one. I love that blow mold.
Yeah.
Then you've got a lot of cool wall art, too. Some cool other little retro stuff and pumpkins up top.
That's Atomic Betty Vintage, too.
Yes.
So you can contact her on Instagram, and if you see anything cool, if it's still there,
I know.
You
gotta get it fast.
I'm pretty sure this store ships. I don't want to like say for sure, but I think they do.
Yes. Definitely check, and if you can, if you're in the York area, definitely stop by and check it out. There's a lot of great booths in this place. Wolfman on VHS. That's like still one of the greatest movies of all time. That'll always be one of my favorites. And then what else do we have over here? There's just so much. Like, this is what we were saying. Like, there's literally a billion things to look at.
Now that I'm looking at it, it's like I forgot about that mask.
That's how much stuff there is to look at. The Full House game.
Yes. Yep.
I don't think I ever played that, and like, you know, I think I would have seen that, but I guess I didn't.
I love that.
Those are great.
Scaredy Cat, the old.
Yeah.
That's probably 60s, I want to say.
Little accordion.
Well,
decorations.
Maybe not. $1.50. That's probably 70s.
Yeah. $1.50 would have been a lot back then. Lots of cool Christmas stuff. Yeah, it's so cute. Munsters, and anytime you see cool old, that's like a vacuform Halloween thing, I guess. The black cat.
Yeah, that was neat.
That is really cool.
Was neat.
And it's a shame like vacuform stuff wasn't built to last.
Well, I think that's why. I mean, that's why you rarely see it.
It was cheap, you know. It was made cheap and was just meant to last a couple Halloweens or whatever. But it's cool to have these masks out here too. Anytime you can look through a box of vintage masks. I mean, these would be cool to like just decorate your house with, you know, because they look great under black light.
Yeah, you set all those up on like a wall and just put the black light on them, and they just look fantastic.
They really do.
There's a lot of different ones in there.
And a lot of cool colors. I like how they're so bright. And then, what else do we have over here? OCD, gotta fix them.
A little gypsy one.
Yeah, that one's cool. And this was cool. Like, there's just, like, a lot.
More masks.
Yeah, more masks. Little Raggedy Ann and Andy stuff sprinkled all over it.
I see masks, it's like, must look.
Yeah, and that's cool. Good old-fashioned mask. And then lots of glassware. There's always a lot of glassware, though, in the antique shops.
I like the uranium glass. I think that stuff's neat. Especially when you see it, like, in a nice glass case, like, all on display. You see just, like, the lit-up uranium glass. I don't think you can eat off of that though, can you? Like that's
You
just something
probably
you put on
shouldn't. No,
display.
no
I mean, maybe you
uranium.
could. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you really shouldn't, because I mean, if you
Yeah.
take a oh, well, yeah,
Tramper's Haunted House.
oh yeah, one of the greatest dark rides ever. This was
The
cool.
greatest facade ever,
Yes.
for sure. Trimpers.
Yeah, if you put a Geiger counter on top of uranium glass, it'll show that it's actually radioactive.
Yay.
So you probably shouldn't eat off of it. Did you?
I have none. I haven't, but you know, who knows? Who knows? Some of the diners I've eaten at probably were radioactive.
I would definitely not bet against that.
Lots of old vintage toys.
Yes.
Halloween everywhere.
Yeah, there's like all these little nooks everywhere you turn.
This was
and...
a great stand right there. This is, I believe this is Atomic. I think it's Atomic Home Video.
Mm-hmm. Either that or it's
who
right
you
next
can
door.
also find on Instagram.
Yes.
And they have an amazing selection of vintage VHS stuff, like in a lot of like rare stuff you don't normally see either.
Yeah.
You know, really, that was cool. That hellhole picture.
Yes.
From Wildwood. There was yeah, I mean, lots of like cool stuff. Oh, Baby Frankenstein.
That is such a cool character.
Monster Mash. I'm losing my train of thought here. They got lots of cool stuff. VHS, out of print stuff.
The pennants.
So you can find them on Instagram. Instagram.
Instagram.
Instagram. Alf Valentine's. Yeah, so much neat stuff in here.
And remember the California raisins?
I was not a fan of them.
Yeah, no, I thought they were pretty weak characters.
I wasn't a fan of them.
But they were everywhere for a while.
They were huge.
It was like obnoxious.
Huge. Batman color forms.
Yes.
I love 66 Batman stuff. Anything that's Adam West era Batman.
That was definitely the coolest.
Who is the Batman, by the way?
The Batman.
I guess
you could try to cast him all you want.
I could poll the audience right now and ask you guys what
Who's Batman?
The best Batman is.
Who's your Batman?
And you can leave that in the comment box. I'm curious as to what your favorite Batman is. But it should be Adam West, and if it's not, well, you're wrong. So lots of cool VHS, DVDs, out of print horror stuff. Ed Wood, of course.
Yeah.
Night of the Ghouls.
Gotta always have some Ed Wood.
You gotta always have some Ed Wood.
Yeah. Take it how you will.
You sure you want to say that?
Nope. Gonna be a meme. But it's cool to, like, I like when they have, like, the old cards. I actually kind of, like, regret not getting that Alf.
Oh, the floppy Alf? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
Them.
That's like a carnival prize Alf.
Yeah, I kind of wanted them.
Yeah, you probably had to pop a lot of balloons to get that Elf.
Oh, I'm sure. That is not Batman.
No. No.
Case in point.
Yeah, see, if you look, like, a lot of, like, obscure horror stuff, like, different things.
Boob. I don't know what that's about, but...
If there's boobs, you're going to notice them. That's your thing. All the something weird stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the selection of that. It's crazy. You never see that much something weird in one spot.
No. I've seen a lot of weird, but not that much something weird.
Yeah.
No, it's a great collection.
Well, that's cool. I just saw the She Creature VHS. I didn't notice that when I was first looking.
You were too busy looking at the bubble in 3D.
Yep.
There's, oh man, like, even like looking now, I really think I'm seeing stuff that I didn't notice the first time around.
Yeah.
But they really had a great selection. It kind of like reminds you of like being at those mom and pop video rental stores back when you were kids.
Yeah, that's the only place you were ever going to see a lot of these movies. That's how I seen some of my best stuff. Thankfully, my dad let me rent whatever I wanted when I was a kid. There was no limitations. If I was like, Dad,
I gotta rent Night of the Demons.
I want to rent Night of the Demons. He was like, yeah, all right, whatever. And meanwhile, Night of the Demons has got Linnea Quigley's amazing lipstick scene and the store scene with which is still probably the best butt ever filmed. The Blob top 10 film of all time for me right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Orgy of the Dead.
That movie was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't know what to say right there.
Yeah, I'm just like, because we watched it and I'm like, what are we even watching? But that is
another top 10 film right there ever.
Yeah.
For me. Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that. I've seen that movie at least hundreds of times.
It never gets old.
Never gets old. I'm going to watch it in a few minutes. I love that movie. Absolutely love it.
And Horrors of the Black Museum.
Yeah, that's an underrated film. That's one people don't talk about. Great movie. And that was just actually put out not too long ago on Blu-ray too. It looks phenomenal.
Oh. And your dad?
My dad is a Halloween mask. I love all the incarnations of my dad that I see in all these different stores.
He's everywhere.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hairy gorilla. He was unpriced, by the way. I looked to see how much he was, and he was unpriced. So Atomic Home Video.
Price your monkey.
Price your monkey. The pirate. It's cool to see them.
Yeah.
I just love seeing them in the box like that. I mean, I only collect the monsters, but it's just great seeing them.
Yeah.
Elvira, of course. I mean, what a great setup that was.
It really
Amazing
was.
stuff. And you can find them online. I know that. Instagram, you can find Atomic Home Video.
So definitely.
So go buy some stuff.
Yes. Check them out. Go buy some stuff.
All the little knickknacks and paddywhacks and what's that?
I think it's like a chip container.
Fancy Mr. Fox.
Fancy Fox. You were quite taken back by the Fancy Fox.
Look how fancy he is.
Some cards. Yep. Muscleman.
What an awesome little place here in York, PA. It was fun.
Yeah, it's such a cute little shop. It smells really nice. It's got a really cool mixture of things, and there's so much put into all the booths to make it have its own little theme, and I love that. It's really cool.
Yeah. So if you ever find your way to York, Pennsylvania, check out American Daydream. Here, look for the either look for the red panda, or more importantly, as Amy usually does, look for the big boy. Big boy.
Shut up.